Hey guys, and welcome to my channel once again. It's been a while since I've come out and put out a video, but I'm here to talk about this brand new light by Zhiyun. Now this is not a sponsored video, but Zhiyun did send me this light to review and just talk about how my experiences with using this light. I'm not going to go into all the technicalities. I will drop things in the description down below, and I will probably put some stuff on the screen so you guys can read about what this light's about. And so this is from the B series light, which B stands for bifocal bicolored light, which means you can change the color temperature and whatnot, and that's a great plus for any kind of lighting scenarios because you can get a bit more creative with it. So I think the B series range from 100 watts to 500 watts, but this is the 100 watt light. But I know what you're thinking. The market is super saturated right now with lights. So why do we need another light? Let me think about that. Guys, you can never have too many lights, but you can run into problem if you don't have the correct light for your niche or what you're trying to portray to, you know, what you want people to see your work to be. I think what these guys are doing, the branding are doing at the moment, is that they're just trying to keep up with how creative people are getting today. They want to have a piece of everything. So I know that Zhiyun have been pumping out different light system, and this is their studio version. I mean, Zhiyun claimed that this light is doable in the studio and outdoor. Now, every lighting system, I think, has their application. Now, although this is a very powerful 100 watt light, I think you'll struggle to overpower the daylight or even some ambient light. Like right now, I'm using a 150 watt light to power me, and it was still, you know, to get the settings that I want to create that mood, it was still struggling a little bit to keep up with the ambient light and some of the outdoor light. So I'll get a little bit more technical about this light. I wouldn't want to talk about the stuff that this light is great on. So as you can see, this light is super small. I'm gonna turn it towards me right now just so that you can see. It's very, very small. Later on, I will show you in some videos that I have another light which is like a 60 watt light, and I will show you the differences in size about it. It's super small, it's slick, it's portable. The color temperatures run from 2700 Kelvin to 6500 Kelvin. Which is the norm these days. Now, there's three ways you can power this bad boy. You can use their ZY Vega app, which is amazing. I will get into that a little bit later. You can control it via the buttons on the unit itself. And there is a KY wired unit that you can plug into. There's a USB-C that's provided on this lighting system. Now, I've used this light recently to do some product photography, and I will drop that just an example on the screen to show you guys the color accuracy. The color accuracy on this light system is amazing. I absolutely love it. And that's the main thing of any light that you're using. You need to know that you can trust this light, and I can fully trust this light. Now, I am not going to use this light for any sort of, even now it's like, I think it's like 2 p.m. in the UK. You will struggle a little bit. So you need to work with this light. From my experience, you need to work with this light in a dimly lit, less light polluted scenario where you can experience the full potential of this bad boy. It has got 3 fans, one on either side and one at the back. The light is on at the moment, and I think I've got it on 10%, so I'm not overpowering the scene, and the fans hasn't kicked in yet, so I guess I have to bump that up for the fans to kick in. I will also do some fan noises for you guys if you guys are interested in that, and let me know if you guys want a full comparison video with this light and some other lighting system I have by Godox, which I use a lot. Because the main thing is we want to be able to film, record sound without being interrupted by the fan noises of these products. Now, I do understand why Zhiyun has put these fans in here, because the main thing is as well, you don't want your light shutting down on you when you are in full swing of things. This light is Boeing mounts. If you have a lot of Boeing products like I do, it's literally click and go. It comes with 13 different lighting scenarios, you know, the normal stuff. I'm not gonna get into all of that, but I will show you how to select those later on in this video. I will also show you how to connect this beautiful light to your Bluetooth app. So this is the box that this bad boy would come in. And in this box, you will get the lighting unit, the reflector, and a power cord, a very long power cord. Now this light also supports live mode, which simply means if you have about 10 of these in a scenario, rather than running around and putting each light on, you can literally click one light on and power the whole unit, which I think is super amazing, especially if you're working on low budget when you don't have a lot of staff on set to help you out. This is perfect. You're not having to run around and switch each one of these lights on. I think that's an amazing feature to have. So now I'm going to show you how this light functions. So like I said, there is 3 ways to operate this light. You have the app, which I will show you how to connect that and how to use it and how flawless it is to use. Then there's the wire unit, like a remote that you can connect through here, which didn't come in this box. I think you have to buy that separate, or you can buy that in a combo option. Then there is 2 knobs on the top here, right? One on the left and one on the right. And these buttons each have 3 functions. You can roll them, push, or long hold. And each one of these functions do different things. So for instance, on this side here, if you roll this one here, that would fine tune the color temperature of the light. So if you want to fine tune the color temperature, you simply turn this knob. If you want to increase the power or the intensity of the light, you will use this knob here. That would increase the power intensity of the light. Now, if you long hold this one, it will take you to you can see all the lighting effects that you might want, and you can just cycle through them using each knob like so. If you long hold back, it will bring you back to the screen. But here's a cool trick. If you just want to bump up the color temperature in 1000 increments, the same button knob you will use to fine tune the color temperature, if you click it, it will jump through the Kelvins for you, and then you can just fine tune them after. This is a great features, guys. And then on this side now, which controls the light intensity, if you click on it, it will increase the light intensity in 20% increments. So if you don't want to be spending all that time, turning, you can just do that by powering it like so and like so. Now, if you long hold this side, it will take you to the menu where you would change the language, and you would also activate the Bluetooth. Let's go to the Bluetooth. So first of all, the Bluetooth out of the box would say off. So what you want to do, you want to turn that on, and then you want to go to the app, which I will bring up in a minute. And for the sake of this video, I will, because I've already gone and connected, I will switch it off so that we can do that from the beginning. So once you're going to open the app, you will be met by create your first setup. Remember, you got to put the Bluetooth on the light first. I'm stuttering so much. Then you want to create, and you give it a name, it's B100, so I know it's a 100 watts light, and it will create a profile for you. Now you want to go into that profile, open it up, but you want to press the top button on the right where it says it's a plus, and then you will see the Molus Z116. Yours might be different depending on which one you've got. You want to click on that and you want to add that and let the app do its thing. And while the app is doing its thing, you wait. Now it's added. Right, so as you can see, I opened the light up and you've got, now I'm going to switch this background. Let's take that out. So I can have a little play with the light and you can see what I'm doing. So now I've got the app up and it's on 20%. Now if I increase that, look at that. It is really responsive. The color temperature, let's turn that back down. The color temperature. And you can literally choose, they got settings like you would on a camera. So they got presets, daylight, sunlight, xenon lamps and all that stuff. And if you don't want that, you can go back and do that yourself. At the top, you go into the presets. You can go into your gels. At the bottom, you can go into your gels. And then you can change your colors like so. Increase the brightness of that. Tungsten light. So yeah, there you have it, guys. This is the brand new B100 by Zhiyun. So I'm not sure what part of the world you guys are at, whoever's watching this, but I'm in the UK at the moment, and this is going to be recommended retail at £229. Now, I think that is a fair price for what you're getting in this small light. You're getting an amazing cooling system. You're getting onboard remote functionality where you don't have to, like me, who's normally shooting solo. This is a perfect setting for light up for me, that I don't have to get up and switch things. Like a remote is perfect to have. Like this light I'm using at the moment, I have a remote, but it's an analog remote, and it's not as intuitive as this one. I'm not going to show it because I'm not here to talk about that light. I'm just giving an example of that is a big light that cost me nearly 400, but this will set you back £229 depending on what part of the world you're in. You're getting an amazing cooling system, 3 fans which will keep this system cool. I'm actually standing right next to it right now and I can't even hear the fans, but I will do a fan test by putting the mic literally close to it so you can hear what it sounds like. You're getting the 3 knobs, which are very tactile, nice to use, they feel good. They're not sort of gritty, they're very smooth, the flow. You get a nice reflector with it. You actually get, let me show you right here, you actually get an umbrella mount, which is amazing because most of these lamps don't come with that. And I think people forget that we still use umbrellas and stuff like that. So you're getting that with this. Now, this light is made primarily of plastic, but very, very good plastic. It's not, it's not cheap plastic. It's well made, it's tough. I haven't dropped it yet, so I don't know how that would work out. But I think it's well made, it's nice, it's a good looking light. It is very, very small. Now I'm gonna show you in a minute how small this light is in comparison to another light in its class. So the pros, I would say, is the small form factor, the Bluetooth functionality, the color accuracy, and the amazing cooling system. The fact that you can power this, if you have about 5-6 of these, you can power it on using one light rather than going around and powering every single light on together. There are other things that I love about it, but those are the main things that I think would win me to buy this over. Like I can take these to weddings with me and put them up on a light stand and power them because they're so small. I know that Zhiyun does smaller lamps, but I think this is pretty cool to use. Now, there is a USB-C port on this thing here, and I really wish that you was able to mount a V-mount battery on this. I did have a look, but you cannot power this by V-mount, and I think that is the biggest letdown for me with this light. I don't really have anything negative to say about this light, apart from the fact that I wished that Zhiyun had made it so that you can power it with a V mount, because that would just level this up so much. And I know they have other lights that gives you that option, but the fact that this has a USB-C port, it would have been a perfect setup for me to be out there shooting, because then I can just take these to weddings with me, put them in a V mount instead of plug it, because you know what? At weddings, the one thing we hate is having tons of wires. And having 2 of these in a wedding dance or a wedding scenario where they're just powered by a battery. So Zhiyun, if you're listening to me, I don't know if it could be done by software, but if you can, please. Or in the next iteration, in the next product, if you're going to put out a new one of this, yeah, give us that option to V-mount, to put it V-mount. Right, so I know some of you would like to just know how this fan noise is operating. Now, if I was to just bump up the power a little bit more so that the fan can kick in. There we go, at 80%, so the fan's kicked in at 80%. So I'm just gonna hold this next to it and see what we're working with. So that's the fan on the side, that's the fan on the back. And just out of curiosity, we're gonna check this fan here. So this is my 150 watt light at full power. Okay guys, so, which is louder. Okay, now I just wanna show you real quick in comparison how small this light actually is. So I'm gonna pull it up against my Godox 60 watt light, and this is this light here. Actually, hold on. So this is 60 watt and this is 100 watt. Look how small this thing is. Look how small. Actually, let me take these. Let me take the reflectors off so you can actually get a full understanding of just how small this light is. So here we go. There we go, 60, 100, 60. They weigh pretty much the same. The only thing is this is made from aluminium, I guess. And this is made from hard plastic. Is it gonna kill me? Nah, I don't care. I do take real good care of my stuff. So if you take care of yourself, you don't need an aluminium. But I'm quite surprised how heavy this is in comparison to that, when this is made up of aluminium and this is mostly plastic. But I guess the internals is what made it so heavy. But yeah, again, just for comparison, 60 and 100. And look at the size. Right, so now, so who do I think this light is for? For everyone, actually. Because I think lights today have an application, don't they? There is not, you can't say a particular light is for a particular person. What you can say, though, is that some lights are for different applications. So I think that this light has its place in the lighting game. And I just feel that, you know, Zhiyun is just, like I said, trying to keep up with the market at the moment because it's so saturated at the moment with lighting. Every company is building a lighting system, is trying to outdo the other one. And everyone is going to buy what they think is best for them. Now, Zhiyun is a very great brand. I've used their cranes before, and now I had the great opportunity to review their lighting. I can see now that they're fully going speed ahead with the lighting system, and I do respect them for trying to just get in the market and fill the gap, because there's always a gap to be filled. So yes, another light, and who best to get it from? Zhiyun itself. Thank you guys for dropping in on this video. I do appreciate the love of the ongoing followers. And if you're new here, please like and subscribe to this channel if you want to see more stuff like this. Everything else you need would be in the description down below. And I wish you guys all the best. And once again, I'll see you in the next one.